Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I've been getting a lot of questions on social media. You guys want to know about this rifle. I don't like talking about my rifle setups. I don't like talking about my gear setups. Everything's going to be different depending on your experience, your job, your role in your team. Nobody's gear or rifle system is going to be set up the same way throughout the entire team. Different roles are going to dictate how you're going to have your gear, your equipment set up and maintained on your person. So let's get into it. Today, I'm going to be talking about my MK18. This is a general purpose setup to me. What I do in my group and what I do for work and what I do in competitions is pretty standard across the board with how I have this set up. This is a MK18 by Daniel Defense. It is the Riz 3 upper. I have it on an LMT lower receiver. Now at the muzzle, I have a Dead Air Lazarus 6. Next to that, I have a Surefire Scout. This is a 500 lumen light. I think it's plenty for illuminating things in the daylight and at nighttime. Why do you need a flashlight in the daytime? If it's daytime and you can't see into a structure, splashing light into that dark space can illuminate what is inside the room. Also, not all the fighting takes place outside. So as we move indoors into structures, we're going to want to have the capability to put white light on targets. Even having an IR illuminator, if you're operating inside a building under nods, having the ability to switch between IR light to white light at a moment's notice is going to be pretty critical. It's going to change that threat's posture, hopefully. Nobody can see IR light unless they have night vision. So that's why I have a white light on my rifle. I have the control set up with a Unity pressure switch. I got this one from GPRS Group. It runs all the way up and hooks up to my knee. That way it frees up the hand space here and I don't have to mount a light here because I am restricted by the length of the cord. Below that, I have a Lunar Concepts Hot Pocket. Really love these things. The short barrel and the gas block and the silencer being right up here by my hand, this section of the rifle gets really hot. So having this here kind of shields my hand when I'm not wearing a glove, and also wearing a glove. Sometimes this thing gets really hot and wearing a glove is just not enough. Below that, I have a Emissary Development Group hand stop. Next to that, I have a band that I rigged up with some spare parts. This is just to retain the sling when it's not in use. All right, moving to the upper receiver, nothing crazy here. I have a Radian Raptor charging handle. Really like these charging handles. This is the gas buster because it's suppressed to try to eliminate a lot of that gas in my face. So I have the gas buster as well as a flow-through can. I have this on a GBRS Hydra mount. Really come to enjoy these mounts. I've used everything from LaRue Tactical to Unity to Emissary Development Group. The Hydra works with everything that I do. Using a gas mask, using night vision, using a scuba mask, I can still get the same position on the rifle as I do when I'm running slick. Now I have a EOTech EXPS 3-2. This has the 2 dots. I really like that. I get an added reference point when I'm shooting out at the 500. Not that I'm going to be doing a lot of shooting at the 500 with this rifle, but I do have that reference point if needed. On the front here, I have a Steiner D-Ball A3. This one does the job. It also has a green visible laser. I recommend going green lasers if you're going to get a visible laser with your IR pointers. As you can see them in the daytime as well as night. Why would you use the IR pointer? Well, before the Hydra mount, when you shoot under gas mask, you're going to need to have a point of reference. So that point of reference would be your IR laser or your visible laser. So behind that I have this is a 3-time magnifier. I'm going to be bumping it up to the 5-time in the near future. Instead of having a low power variable, I will just run this because I can switch it up. It's at 3-time and I can pop it down and I have a 1-time. I don't have to sit there and fumble with a bunch of weird controls to increase the magnification. It's just there. And I can flip it up when I need it, flip it down when I don't. I don't have to worry about it super quick. Now the lower receiver I have on an LMT lower. Big fan of LMT. I have mag pull, mag release button on this side, as well as a Radian safety and a Geisley Maritime bolt release. I wanted something with big controls because this is a rifle that I'm going to be using in the summer months as well as the winter months. And while I'm wearing a glove or not a glove, I want to be able to feel that button and lock the bolt to the rear or release it when I want to. I have a Geisley SSAE trigger. These triggers are phenomenal. I've used these triggers for a number of years, and I will never put another Geisling trigger other than the SSAE in my systems. I've experienced with a number of them. This one just happens to be my favorite. I have the Super Geisling buffer system in with this FDE buffer tube. Mixed shooting really smooth, mixed follow-up shots really smooth. I have attached to that a Magpul CTR stock with the LaRue cheek riser. Now this cheek riser reciprocates, so when it is fully collapsed, you can still pull your charging handle. And I like how it looks. Now slings, I have this set up with 550 cord. This makes it super secure. So if you're doing any kind of maritime diving ops, you're not got to worry about a QD mount failing on you. So yeah guys, that about sums it up for the rifle. If you like my build, go ahead and put a thumbs up. I have other builds I will be showing later on. Getting a lot of interest in my builds. So if it's something you want to see, go ahead and put a comment. If there's something I should add or take away, something you think is useless, let me know. Thank you everybody who's subbing to the channel. Let's keep the subscriptions coming. And until next time, see you.